by seeding.
But also, like, yes, but, like, also, like, even not by seeding, I think it normally would be. Luxa was so... Right before this comms block, I was talking to some people, right when Insignia Grit upset Zamba Shiny Mark, Luxa came by, and I was like, yo, Luxa. And he was focused on something else. I think there was... His mind definitely wasn't on Smash at the moment, and he just kind of seemed like his priorities were other places. So it doesn't surprise me that he didn't place his seed, because it did seem like he was focused on other things.
Yeah, definitely has the potential. I didn't check his losers bracket, but definitely could still make it in the top 32, as we're going to be focusing on another losers match in this Pool B match, Absol-ute versus Sopps. And now we got the character data. It is going to be Dr. Mario.
Well, you know what? Close enough. Welcome back, Coinbox.
Oh my god.
We have Whiskey versus Jazar at home.
But in Maine. This is Maine.
Right? This isn't Mexico. It's Maine.
Oh my god. Definitely seeing a down throw into... I don't even know what it's called. What's down special called? Tornado?
Tornado, yeah. There you go.
Like, I wasn't sure if they had like another fancier name than Tornado or like Whirlwind or something.
Yeah, right now the positioning is really on point, utilizing the pills to try and find some quick confirms, and leverage that Doc's actual real buttons are very good. Like, Doc has really good buttons. He just dies like a lemming when you toss him off stage.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, this character is like really bad, like low tier, and you fight them, you're like, wait, this character's buttons are crazy. They're just like held back by like some really unfortunate stuff.
Also, one of the really important things in this matchup, as we just saw, is that Cape goes below ledge. So when you throw arc fire, a little, yeah, when you throw arc fire here, and as we saw before, and when you throw some of these projectiles, Dr. Mario and Mario can kind of just sit there and reflect them, and Robin suddenly has to deal with his own hitboxes as he's trying to recover.
Yeah, that's tough, because normally you like to set up the arc fire as a safe way to recover, but now it's being forced onto you, which is not easy when you have a character that can... the recovery is pretty linear, but let's see. Absol-ute able to take the KO with the back air, actually center, like semi-close to center stage, but high percentage onto Sopps. And look at that, 56% already online and trying to push that advantage. Gets the heal too.
That was all basically just pressure on shield, because he threw the sword, which locked him in shield for the thunder, which allowed him to get the grab. That was just a true shield string, which is so disgusting. I love seeing this character, especially in North America. We don't really see a ton of him outside of, as I mentioned, in Whiskey, and then on and really like on the national level. But so good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. I didn't even recognize that one myself. Okay, looks like, I mean, Absol-ute is just holding onto the stock. Sopps is trying to play this like pill game, trying to just like rack up a little bit more damage, maybe try to force Absol-ute off the edge. Maybe you could try to pick up a KO somewhere, but like Absol-ute is just playing really well, just playing like this distance-based game, not trying to let Sopps in at all.
Okay, the back airs aren't going to be spaced enough. As good as these Mario hitboxes are, they're still Mario hitboxes, right? They're still very stubby, and Robin still has a big Levin sword. Gonna take the stock away, 3 stocks to 1. Really, that sword's been the difference maker here, because Dr. Mario has not been able to get away.
Absolutely. I mean, it's 3 stocks to 1. You could get something like an up special, or, you know, tornado, or even just like a tilt, and you could probably get a KO on Robin. Robin's not like super heavy. I mean, it's also at 200%. But right now, it's just so hard for Sopps to even just like find good ground, find a way to just play the game. Looks like the cape actually turned Robin around, confusing Absol-ute, getting a back throw for a KO.
And one of the things, again, right, like Robin's back air goes down to up, his forward air goes up to down and covers the 45 very well. Up air is a great juggling tool, where Dr. Mario really wants to approach you from those angles and gets walled out by Robin's hitboxes very well. Sopps has been trying to pick the moments in on Absol-ute, gets one there, but there's a lot of left work to do in this game 1.
Yeah, it looks like Absol-ute was just taking so much damage there. Sopps was able to find like a good footing to put 100% online, but Absol-ute trying to find their footing again. Looks like the Arc Thunder is starting to charge up, and it gets the snipe, and no DI is going to save you there. Going to pick up the KO. Game number 1 to Absol-ute.
It looked like he might have actually been out of hit stun at the very end of that. At the very end of that, and maybe could have DI'd a little differently or jumped or something to find a way out. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It didn't happen.
Yep.
And absolutely convincing game 1.
Good one. Good one. We're getting our puns in now. I love it.
So we got to block them off and keep it going.
Yeah, Sopps is not going to sob over game number 1. That one was bad. I forced that one.
we'll sop up the tears from the basketball.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like PS2 is going to be option for game number 2. Picking the song, Island Kahuna. I like it.
I don't know how I feel about this counter pick from Dr. Mario because at the end of the day, yes, Robin is slow on the ground and Dr. Mario is slow on the ground.
Yep.
But as good as Pill is as a zoning tool, Robin's pills are better than yours.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Robin, once Robin's feet leave the ground, is actually decently speed.
I mean, relatively speaking, like Robin's Robin's air drift is actually pretty good. Yeah,
Yes.
like in comparison to Dr. Mario in this matchup, like you're thinking like, wow, you're able to move a lot more in the air, especially when you have like Art Thunder, you're pressuring with your swords and everything. Like it's just tough.
The higher platforms though do give you like more flexibility to not be landed quite as hard against Robin, so you don't get quite as easily caught up by some of these Arc Fires, Arc Thunders, other things. You don't have to respect them quite as much. Plus, again, you can just charge and bait. So you're maybe trying to like force these projectiles to get charged out, force the books to go down, and just play a very slow match on this wide stage.
Looks like Sopps is able at least to take a good percentage lead here, not letting Absol-ute do that much in return. Looks like Absol-ute just trying to find this edge trap. Nice pivot grab to back throw, trying to keep Sopps off the edge, but the pills are not going to help out. Looks like the percents are now even once more.
And I like that Absol-ute is just willing to play the straight hit game here because he's like, I have a sword. You don't. I don't need to sit up and charge these super committal projectiles that actually take my options and resources away from me, right? I can just keep fighting these resources, force you to approach, and then contest you with my disjoint. Like, this is like understanding to not overcomplicate your game plan at the best level, but it doesn't matter how disciplined you are if you just can't hit the tech.
Yeah, and that was a sneaky hit from Sopps, trying to use a tornado off the ledge to cover the recovery, and actually goes for the up smash, up special, should I say, to actually stage spike Absol-ute.
Yeah, had the opportunity to maybe find a grab after that second up air, but just wasn't able to. So Sopps dropping the combo, and as a result, Absol-ute is going to seize back stage control, find his way onto the platform, and that's an awkward position for Sopps to be in. These pills have to do the work to get you away from the ledge. It just hasn't done it yet, but able to find the reversal, so where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, gets a spike on the stage, just forcing Sopps to recover in a really weird angle. Scrappy situation. Gonna go and charge the up smash. Doesn't even get the hit, but gets a back air in return. So looking like you're trying to able to get a little bit more damage, 81%, but you're stuck off the ledge right now. Do you have the ability to get back? Yes.
The very, very early up special, recognizing that Elwind just doesn't cover the angle needed in that position. So if you do it early, you go up to his side, gets the advantage state for it, and now trying to close out the stock using your noggin, but maybe thinking a little too hard there, Dr. Mario. Don't give yourself a concussion. You got to find your way back to stage.
Oh, unfortunate trade. Try to go for a pill, just trying to see if Absol-ute was going to stay on that ground game, but Absol-ute taking it one step further, trying to challenge Sopps in the air with the back air. It looks like Sopps able to counteract with another solid, was that up special? Up special?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the jump punch is gonna come out, close that stock out, coming out just as fast as Mr. Game & Watch's one of the very fastest offenses in the game of the frame 3 outfield, and using the pill B reverse there, just getting a little cheeky with the movement, finds phasing. Finally, the Tim's coming out too, one of Doc's best moves, underutilized in this matchup so far, plus the arc fire angle. Sopps is pulling out all of the stops here to just get on the board, but it's still a 5-game set.
Absolutely. It's only game number 2, so we got a long way to go. Uses the cape to reflect the mini charge on the neutral special.
Yeah, which did like 45%, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, that just shows that Robin's like a good character. It's just like cape is also really good.
Yeah, the reflector. Unfortunately, the air dodge, the tornado with the mash is going to get you back. So thankfully, that didn't find its worst case scenario. Still not where you want to be. Doc, with that platform, the pills just not giving you the optimal positions. You have to back off and give up stage control, trying to find a grab or an opening of some kind. You don't want to force it. But if you're not careful, you're going to get caught in shield.
Yeah, Sopps has got to be careful with the pills right here. It's like, it's good to keep your space and good as an approach tool, but if you use it in the wrong spot, you're going to let Absol-ute take advantage of that recovery as you are able to find the neutral air off the ledge from a previous attack.
That was an Arc Thunder neutral air.
Yeah.
Uncharged, just saying, hey, I have a really fast option here because I was disciplined with my resources that allows me to just hit confirm into my aerial, rack up a little extra damage, get a little extra hit stun as well because of the electric property, 1.2 times, I believe. Just really, really good resource management from Absol-ute to counteract. Honestly, Sopps pretty solid game plan there. Like, was playing very disciplined, but eventually you have to bite just because your hitboxes are smaller.
Looks like we do have the stage bans on the stream. We got Smashville, Hollow Bastion, and Kalos off the map. Sopps going to have to play from behind on a 2-0 deficit in favor of Absol-ute. Looks like it's just another... Gonna go for song picks.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm going to Small Battlefield. We'll see if that's where he goes. Based on the fact that we see Bayonetta series music, I imagine we're going to Small Battlefield or Battlefield. But like, I think. Oh, it's interesting. FD. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You want to control the space. You want to with Pill. You want to juggle really well with up air. They can't land super well. But the reason at least I would go to Small Battlefield is I think that Dr. Mario controls space very well there. And I think that actually the platforms help more than they hurt with the juggling because Robin's air mobility is so good that he can kind of just drift away from you and get to ledge on FD.
Absolutely. We do see a little bit of damage racking up early on. And look at this damage. It's going through. Even now, if Sopps wants to win this, you got to be careful. You got to be able to find your KOs here.
Yeah, if I'm Absol-ute, I'm really happy and surprised I ended up on FD just because, again, like, Robin gets to control the pace. Like, Robin has the better zoning tools here.
Look, obviously, Pill can help with that, but just you have so many different options, and you also have just, like, the extra distance on your swords to just counteract Mario's little stubby hands.
Yep, great little piece of item play there with the sword, recognizing the cape as well into the super jump punch. Great find there from Sopps to open it out, but you have to keep it going. Now, how do you find your way back down without platforms of your own? Just like you picked the stage for juggling, that can be used against you as well. You got to find the route. Do you have it? With the Elwind hit lag, you do, but even still, you can't find your way past 11 sword.
I think it was really smart because if you do get the smaller hit, you could just lead that into another regrab situation, set up your Arc Owner at the ledge, and force Sopps to try to recover, but it was able to find the right hit for the KO. Now back to 2 stocks apiece. Sopps still fighting back, though.
Okay, I love that dash attack there just to re-pick up the 11 sword, recognizing how active the item hitbox stays around. Not going to bite on the forward smash and just playing the discipline game again. Absol-ute with the absolute patience throughout this set, as Sopps just hasn't really been able to find too much of a significant hit.
Yeah, 87%. You're climbing up in that percentage window that Sopps is going to be able to find the KO with a super jump punch, or even something like a smash attack or a forward air. Looks like paying more patient, getting 2 grabs in a row. That's really good. That means that Absol-ute is playing a little bit more like not cautiously. What's the better word for that?
Yeah. Playing a little bit just, I think, uncertain, right? Like, this is a chip game where Sopps is just playing it slow, taking the chip ham and taking these hits, and just running away and saying, we're not going to take real interactions, and actually abusing the fact that my pills are faster than you, my CQC's buttons are closer than you. If you overcommit, right, I do just get to chip and play tag and run away.
Here we go, another ledge trap situation. The Cape trying to use some cheeky movement to force Robin off the ledge once again. Got another situation, trying to use the Tims. Dash attack, just trying to cover the 2-frame ledge trap. F smash. Not going to get baited by that. Another F tilt. This is just an absolute rinse and repeat situation for Sopps, forcing Absol-ute to take so much damage at the ledge.
Yeah, but Absol-ute here just starting to lock this one down, playing very, very patient with his dash attack, trying to find the L Thunder back throw. Not going to do it cross stage yet, but you got to be very careful. 142 as a floaty is exactly where Dr. Mario is just going to blow you up with any button he has. Gentleman's not going to do it just yet, but the L Thunder once again going to send shockwaves through that stock. And just like that, Absolute's got a chance, but has to play this one near perfect.
I was about to say, it's not out of it just yet, but the back air, especially in that central position, one of the strongest back airs in the game, I'd have to say, is able to pick it up. Now Sopps is able to fight back, so maybe the FD in that game actually did help.
That back air comes out so fast.
It's really good.
I think it did ultimately, like, right, because it's the back and forth of like who outzones the other, who out controls the other, and I think Sopps did a really good job of just, again, playing that keep away game, saying I'm gonna tag you and I'm gonna run away. Right, I'm gonna get pills, I'm gonna find my hit, and then I'm gonna back off, and I'm gonna force you to chase me down, because even though you have the better mobility, we're both pretty committal. My frame data is a little better. So if I can force you to move the whole time and force you to not either overextend your resources or come in, either way, you now have to engage on my terms, and just found so much more mileage off of playing that reactive instead of proactive game plan.
Absolutely. Game number 4 is underway. We're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2. We have a little bit of a character alt swap. We're going to be seeing female Robin instead of male Robin.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Female Robin, dude, she has such a cool hairstyle.
Yeah, the long pigtails.
Yeah, big fan. Big fan of how they fall on the robe. I think the animation of this character, they did a really good job. Like, I don't know. We don't see a lot of characters wearing long, flowy things in...
Yeah, not a lot of, like...
in fighting games.
Capes. No, it's not a cape.
Yeah,
it's
like
a...
robes.
Yeah, robe.
Yeah. And I think her character design and how they translated it, very, very cool. Sopps right now trying to stay cool as he finds his way out of disadvantage and going to do so successfully. The dash attack not going to find much yet. Trying to look for the L-Wind, but again, Pill.
Yeah, Absol-ute is trying to do his best to get off the platform, but it looks like Sopps is able to just burn all of the resources on the L-Wind, not able to recover anymore, and we're going to be losing that stock.
Yeah, I had the wool pulled over his eyes there for a second, absolutely, and now just trying to find the Pill movement to keep that aerial momentum tricky, take the hit in a better position. Sopps is going to find his way out of disadvantage for it, but not out of the corner just yet. This pressure is still Absolute's to keep on going to play around the platform perfectly. And that's really the thing here, right? Like, they're still in the corner until they make it under the platform uncontested or past the platform uncontested. And Absol-ute has been doing a really good job of using the platform as a trap in these corner situations, but now getting it used against them a little bit.
I wanted to get your opinion. It just feels like Sopps is playing a little bit more confident, and those hits that are just like, that we saw a Nair into a forward smash. Like, things are just connecting a little bit more often for Sopps, and that's what's really, like, pushing the advantage for him.
Yeah, we're just seeing him, I think, start to, like, pick up some more of his extensions. Like, we're just seeing some of the execution tests get cleaned up a little bit, some of those tight links. Plus, again, he's not just forcing the interactions. He's not playing as aggressive.
Yeah.
That Pill usage is so, so good. And the movement has been on point as well from Sopps as we try to force a Game 5.
Yeah, Sopps just losing that stock most recently, but has a pretty solid one-stock, I wouldn't say one-stock lead, but basically 100% lead. Robin trying to set up the trap. Arcfire at the ledge, just been spamming that. We haven't really seen that through the entire set. I think this game in particular, we've been seeing a lot more Arcfire traps. It has been working to some degree, but definitely coming out a little bit more. If there is going to be a game number 5 or even just an extension later into this game, that's just going to be something we're going to be seeing a little bit later.
Yeah, right now the forward air trying to find a haymaker to make difference, close out the stock, and get a little bit more comfortable. Sopps playing like a Game 5 is not a matter of if, but when. An Absol-ute trying to prevent this potential reverse 3-0 from gaining any more momentum. Gerd, I mean, this has been an absolutely beautiful, beautiful set in terms of just adjustments from both players and patience.
I mean, like, we've definitely been seeing a lot more, like, fast-paced matches. This one's already going past 3 minutes, and they still have 2 stocks apiece. They're playing slow, but understanding the risk that they do if they're approaching and they whiff, because you do not want to be the one to lose a stock. And it looks like Sopps able to catch Absol-ute on the ground for the strong back throw for a KO.
Yeah, he was trying there too, off that Pill, trying to find like Tornado or Super or something, but just Absol-ute didn't find it. Arcfire though, as you mentioned, that's just very much a confirm into the upstrong, and that's going to be it. Great double up air to find the positioning, but just too low of a percent to capitalize on too much more. And that's the thing with Doc, right? You can't go off the edge to continue that edge guard scenario because it's just too easy to get reversaled.
Oh, great up air catching. Sopps trying to recover high. Stuck to go back to the platform. And we do see the Arcfire trap, but just barely misses the back of that. Could have sent Sopps into the depths, but a forward smash catching the neutral getup is going to seal this 3-1 victory for Absol-ute.
That's also just one of the hardest forward smashes